gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again. I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox postgame show on Halos in the Infield Network. Hopefully everything has gone good for you today on this Saturday. Well, so far so good for the Angels as they break a 4-game losing streak, and it's the first time we've had to say that this year. Hopefully it's the last time we have to say it this year. I went on a rant the other day or this morning, posted on YouTube and Facebook. Couldn't get it on Instagram because it was too long, but if you want to check that out, please like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Check out our podcast as well. Give us a 5-star. Really helps us out, yada, yada, yada. But the main thing, the meat and potatoes, is the Angels getting and holding on to a victory tonight. In the rant video, the reason why I brought it up is because I figure if the Angels can score about 5 runs a game or so, which they should with the lineup that they have, with the stars that they have, they should be able to win these games outright. And, you know, Oakland got 3 runs, not very conventionally either. So it's not like they were banging out the hits or nothing. It's not like the Angels were like tearing it up either. They had 2 good innings late in the game, aside from Renifo's home run, which he gets you to a point, Renifo does, as far as an Angels fan, where it's like, dude, what do you know about Madden? Why are you still on this team? You're a 4A guy. We're frustrated with you. You have really good potential defensively, but then you make stupid errors. And then all of a sudden, you know, you can hit the ball once or twice, but then you don't do anything for a while. And he keeps himself in the lineup. But tonight, you know, he's been in the lineup because of injury and whatnot, and he hits a home run, gets the Angels going in the 5th inning. Then 2 more runs in the 6th inning, 2 more in the 7th inning. As our boy also came through with another home run. Angels are now leading the league in home runs as Mike Lorenzen cruised to his 5th win, 6 innings pitched, his 3rd, I think that's his 4th, quality start already. And he had 5 strikeouts, no earned runs, 3 hits, no walks, 3 ERA. Tepera came in, pitched a good, solid inning. Loop was the problem tonight. He's been struggling his last 2 outings, 22 pitches thrown, 13 of which were strikes, but he gave up 3 runs. He was charged with 3 runs. And then it was also, Ortega getting in there and getting a big hold. And then Iglesias, with the exception of that first fly ball, only threw 9 pitches and got his 9th save out of 10 tries. Frankie Montes, who usually kills us, he had 2 strikeouts. He was probably working towards a 10 strikeout performance. He got injured on a comebacker up the middle, which hit his glove hand. It could be something where he could miss some time. So you had that going for you tonight. And again, Renifo led off the scoring with a home run. Marsh walked, Ohtani the second, Rendon the second, or it was a bases loaded walk to Marsh to make it 2-0. Then Renifo reached on an infield single to make it 3-0. And then Velasquez hit a 2-run homer in the 7th, which was a scoring, and a new single to shallow right, scoring Smith. Lowry double deep to left, scoring Noose. It was 5-2, and then a wild pitch by Ortega brought home the 3rd run. So the Angels hold on to one. The lineup for the Angels is a little different again. We went back to Jackass Madden stuff where Ohtani went to number 1, and of course he's going to take the praise for those 2 hits. 2 for 4 tonight, Ohtani. 1 for 3, Trout. 1 for 3, Rendon. 0 for 4, Walsh. Again, here we go again. His average has slipped down to 236. Marsh went 0 for 3 tonight, 267. His is dropping as well. Renifo had 2 hits tonight to get to 300. Wallach had 1 hit. He's at 156. Tyler Wade had a single, 244. I'm still disappointed in him. I really thought his average would be around 300. Velasquez, too, he's trying to creep up to 200 tonight, but he had the big home run tonight, and which was, turned out to be the game winner. Angels go to 25-17. They will remain about a game and a half out of first place because Houston won again. The Angels have had 2 opportunities to catch Houston and obviously maybe overtake them, but magically they lose when Houston loses as well. So I will get into the comments here tonight. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, but first, we got to talk about the worst. And again, on that video, if you haven't checked it out on YouTube, I pretty much grilled Sereno and Reed, so you could check that out. But Paul Sereno, the worst hitting instructor in all of baseball, he likes to give away an award, which is called Nacho Night. And he likes to give a good helping of nachos, helmet nachos, to the worst player of the game. And let's see who the worst player of the game was.
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
Nacho Night goes to the left fielder, and his name is escaping me now, the first name. So I got to click on it here and see if it pulls up right now. But it's Luis Berra. I know I'm saying it right. Berra. I'm saying it wrong. I mean, he went 0 for 4 tonight with 5 guys left on base. He was the difference for the Angels to get the victory tonight. It seemed like he had the opportunity to change the course of this game, and he went 0 for 4 and left 5 guys on base, and then the A's lose by 2. One of those hits gets in. This game is completely different, so that's how that works. And then tonight's we're gonna give the John Stamos Award, given out by his lover/friend. Roger Lodge. He's going to give out the award for the best player on the field, and that was Mike Lorenzen. He will go 5-2 tonight, get his 5th win. He's 6 innings pitched again, 3 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts on only 84 pitches thrown. He easily could have came out for that 7th inning. So with that being said, we got everything in there. Let's talk some comments here. Matt Bedingo checks in with the first comment of the night. What is up, my friend? He says, light that baby up. Patrick Sandoval enthusiast says, David Fletcher. Luis checks in with, finally we got that much needed dub tonight. Yes, we did. Let's see. Randy says, we won, in Danny Glover's voice from the Angels in the outfield. 1,000 runs for Trout. Let's get 1,000 more, Anthony Gonzalez says, and maybe get some home runs for Trout with guys on base. What up, y'all? Demetro says, checking in over there. Jason Dean says, woohoo! He's happy. Almost forgot what winning felt like, Randy says. Hey, has Baby Fox come yet? Yvette, this baby is so freaking, like, stubborn. My daughter's kid is basically at her pelvis, and she's not dilating, so yeah, we're gonna get to some TMI, but she's just she's not cooking right now, and they put her off another week, so she's actually over her due date, and they're gonna try on Wednesday to either make the decision to induce her, and if that doesn't work, C-section, here we come. Todd, where's your cowboy hat? Don't you know it's country weekend? LOL. Bedingo says, I'm getting one. I'm going to get one, actually. Watching live from work. What is up, Mateo? All right, Todd, fit check. What's up? Fit check right now. Trying to see what you rocking tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking that old school Tim Salmon jersey, my man. Light that baby up. Snap that losing streak, Chewy Record says. My voice is still kind of hoarse. LOL. Yeah, me and Randy were going at it the other night. Talking some Angels frustration. Show enough, getting close there at the end. A win is a win, and I'll take that all day. And you get a 5-0 spot, you can maybe have a little trouble on the bases and maybe get into some issues. But again, our bullpen's been solid all year, so I'll take it as well. Light that baby up. Got to win the series tomorrow. Totally agree, Andrew Rivas. Where are you and Todd both doing a Roger Lodge all night last night at Fast Time Zone? We were kind of just yelling in frustration. Next win streak started. Shonus already calling it. Luis batting first tomorrow. Madden Logic. Yeah, exactly, Yvette. Luis got to like him, especially when with the combo with a comebacker. Dylan Ortega says, nice shot right there. Shona says, confirm. Sonia says, I've been yelling at this Angels team too, for shitting on the corner and not in the litter box. Dang it, dude, little kitten. Yeah, making fun of Rendon right there. Let's see. Rendon, what a fucking tool. Randy says, Walsh, Nacho Night. It was close. I wanted to give it to him, but I just felt that the Oakland batter, Berra, just had a worse night. You know, he gets a hit right there. This game's completely different. So he left 5 guys on base himself. And look at that. He left 5 guys on base. The Angels as a team only left 5 guys on base. You know that if they made any kind of adjustments, which I doubt they did, but the last 3 games the Angels had left 44 men on in these 3 games that they just played, 2 losses in Texas and then 1 last night in here in Anaheim. So they cleaned it up a bit and only had 5 guys left on base. The bottom of the lineup scored most of the runs. LOL crazy. And that's the problem, Andrew Rivas. This team is stacked up front, and they're not doing anything up there. That's what sucks. Rally Chris says, great to be back to the win column. Got to win the series tomorrow. Did you see the Crispy Socks cereal at the store? LOL. Yeah, that's my video that I posted with those great no-name cereals in the aisles of the awesome Dollar Tree. Let's see. Alex says, bring Adele back up. Honestly, Marsh hasn't been doing shit. That's the problem, man. They probably push each other when they're up here. I made, like I said, not to toot my horn again for the 3rd time, but I made that video for YouTube, got into the situations where maybe with the hitting instructors being the crappy guys that they are, which is Jeremy Reed and Paul Sereno, maybe they're the guys holding players back, and maybe we've gotten a lot of 4A guys since 2016 because those numbnuts don't know how to help them out and progress to the next level. They don't know how to guide these young kids. Because no matter what you say, you can say, oh, they're millionaires. They're not millionaires yet, and they haven't crafted their field yet. They haven't honed in on what really makes them a good player yet. So maybe they've been hindered by the shitty coaching that we had to this point. We've gone through so many different coaches, whether it's been Jose Molina as a catching coach, Dick Pick, Mick, all kinds of other coaches left and right, but the one constant that's been there this entire time, even more over than the managers, has been stupid fat ass Sereno, along with Jeremy, I gotta catch them all, Pokemon Reed. Like literally, those 2 guys have been here since 2000. Well, Reed since like 2018, Sereno since 2016. That's a long time. And usually on teams that have struggled over the years and haven't improved in batting average, home runs, total bases, walks and strikeouts, and stolen bases, are usually fired. You know, you're usually replaceable because you're not doing your job. And for some reason, through 3 regime changes, those assholes have been on this roster. And that's pissed me off. So I hope that at some point Perry Manassian says, okay, you know what, Madden, I need to make a change. Because he sure as hell, the training staff was not his call. That's an organizational thing, and he made that call. And kudos to him for doing that, because we've been screaming and yelling for that for years. And for the fact that Perry stepped in and did that, I hope no matter what happens with either Madden getting an extension or Madden getting let go, that he makes sure that he gets rid of Sereno and Reed at some point, because they are just not getting the job done. They are just not helping these guys get anywhere. And you know what? Maybe what if they get rid of those hitting coaches and they get some capable guy with a good resume who had a great Major League Baseball career, has a great kick-ass regimen to help these guys stay clean, stay healthy, and workout regimen, and also tips on to be better ball players all around. What if we get a guy like that and our averages go up? Then we would have seen all the lost seasons in the past, because maybe a hit here, a double here, a home run here, a streak here by these hitters, they're much better. Maybe we had better performances and this team could have been better finishes towards the seasons instead of wasted seasons because the hitting was never there. The hitting has not been there for such a long time. Let's see. Matt Benigno says, wait to see Luis Renifo. Can't wait to see him lead off tomorrow in tomorrow's game. That's what they're thinking. Of course, Houston won again tonight. They should platoon both of them right now. Shonuff says, Loop sucked tonight. Don Hammond says, needed a win. Woohoo! Can't be going on no more of these extended losing streaks. I totally agree. That guy Beera is annoying. Glad he's struggling today. Yes, I damn too, because he was the difference in the game. Alex says, add in Drizzle exactly, but play Adele more. He sounds like the perfect Angels player, Randy Oz says. Steve Lee says, hi. Let's see, check in with if another option for Nacho Night would be Loop. Yeah, Dylan, if this game went the other way, it had to have been Loop. Hello all, we won the game. Holy squid. Grillmaster's happy. Want to be like Mike. Shonuff says, Aaron Loop hasn't been good of late. Shake my head. He's dropping the ball. He gave them life late in the game. Yeah, he's got to get going too. I'd like to see, some of these guys like Iglesias settle back down as well. Hopefully they'd get into a groove as well as we move forward here, because Loop is a very important part of this bullpen. Vince Jr. Mello says, we won a game? Holy shit. Grillmaster's going overboard again. Renifo is God. Aaron Loop should have also got the Nacho Night Award tonight. It was close. Aaron is making me loopy out of the pen. Oh, jeez. Is Loki our ace? Right now, I mean, you can't say he's our ace, but he's a damn good two. And Noah Syndergaard, except that last start, it's a damn good two. I would have to say Ohtani's about a 1B right now. He's not a 1A, but he's a 1B. He's getting close. So we were bitching and complaining we didn't have a number 1. We finally have one. And we were bitching and complaining because we didn't have a number 2. We have 2 of them now. And that's not even counting Sandoval. Do you equate Sandoval as a 2? I particularly think he is. I think he's a good enough starter to be a 2. Do you think that he's a 2 or do you think he's a 3? I don't think he's a 4. I don't think he's a 5, obviously. But I think he's reached 2 level. And I want to know what you guys think about that. Stubborn is more than Madden right there, Dylan says. I'm with my girlfriend over with my family. I'm missing a lot of the show tonight. Peace and go Angels. No wonder why he's in a good mood. Baby Todd wants to wait to come out to make sure we don't get another losing streak. Olivia already sounds like a meshki. Yeah, stubborn as funk. Baby Olivia wants to come out on my birthday, which is June 6th, by the way. Yeah, that'd be a stretch, all right. A good stay away for Grillmaster. Sending your daughter positive vibes. Thank you, Yvette. Lorenzen pitched well, got past the 6th inning. That's key. Kyle Strange says, yes, anytime you can rest that bullpen and let them only work 9 outs, that's really, really good. That's why they're called quality starts. Oh, we were fucking pissed during the conversation. Yes, we were, Randy. Let my aunt go over there like that when she's pregnant, she had it on a 13-pound baby. God damn, 13-pound baby. Verlander is looking unhittable this year, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, that guy's found a second fountain of youth. Mateo says, I'm off work at 2 a.m., working that night shift. Ronan says, Rendon is batting .431 in 8 games. He actually has gotten hot. He's not hitting the long ball, but he's getting some singles and doubles in there. But Dingo also says, so you and Randy were being like Grillmaster last night. No, we weren't being like Grillmaster, but we were venting a little bit. It was one of those where it's like, okay, enough's enough. And we had some shit on our minds, some pretty good damn ideas we were kicking around. So Sandoval tomorrow, let's get it, Shonuff says. Dylan says, you know what's more stubborn? Our offense. Absolutely. Don Hammond says Rendon is quietly getting it going, and he has been on base a lot lately. And hopefully, as I'm starting to pixelate worse than some of these video games here, hopefully we can get an opportunity and some hitting from Walsh. Walsh has been way too inconsistent as well. Grillmaster doesn't have a girlfriend. Your Crispy Socks nickname Jizzin doesn't count. Oh shit. Yvette says, do you think Madden has screwed up the bullpen? He has funked with it so much right now. For the most part, up until recently, the bullpen's been doing its job despite some of his decisions, but we might see some wear and tear from them because of it. Jason Dean says, Marsh and Adele feed off of each other. They sure do. Do you say that Stassi hit 2 more home runs tonight for the 66ers? That's good news, Rally Chris. Should have went tonight, Jack said. I think he missed a game. Yesterday was a brutal loss. I don't blame you there. It was a brutal loss. They were never quite in that game yesterday. Let's see. Because of our batting lineup is all over the place. It is all over the place. Again, no continuity, no chemistry with the hitting. That's what happens. And the offense the batting really didn't do good tonight anyway, but they got a couple key hits, which was helpful. What do you think about Renifo? Just the silent cowboy hat after hitting the home run. You know what, dude? Like, for me, I don't really care what they do as long as there's a celebration. But I would really like to get these guys, like having guys on base, so the base is loaded, getting a walk in, getting a run in on a single or whatever like that. That's exciting. We need stuff like that. We need to have pressure on the other teams because this all or nothing stuff isn't working for us right now. Rendon's quietly doing this. He's quietly doing it with a hat. When's he going to just start being the star that we keep hearing about? I'm getting sick of of almost all this stuff. Let's be patient stuff. Damn, I'm really pixelated. Sorry, guys. Angels need to keep it out and get a long winning streak going right there. Jesus checks in. Let's see. I can't see us letting go of Madden. Well, Vince, it could happen if we have problems in the playoffs or if we don't reach the playoffs. If he costs us a playoff series, I could see Perry just giving him the axe right away. And then I could also see him giving them the axe if we don't make the postseason. Facts, Todd, preach it, because we are tired of the offense choking. Absolutely. Literally any other hitting coach would be a huge upgrade. Literally. Did you all see that they have started doing yoga for some of the players to help them stretch before games? See, Sonia, that's great, because that's something that this team should have been doing years ago. Other teams have been switching to yoga and different kinds of ways to heal therapy. They did the water chamber thing. I forget what it's called, where you go in there and you just get your body either with oxygen or you go with water. And stuff like that has worked for other baseball teams. This team doesn't do that kind of crap. So it's good to see that they're actually finally doing some good stretching and stuff like that. Because even Rendon said it last year. He said he's never seen a team start an exercise routine, then stop, go to batting practice, then come back to stretching. And so we got rid of that stupid-ass training staff from last year. I say Tim Salmon, Garrett Anderson, Troy Gloss for hitting coach. Gloss is like happy with his kids, man. That dude is not going to go back on the road. He's a quiet kind of guy. Garrett Anderson, I could see it. I would love to have Garrett Anderson as our hitting coach. I think the guys already look up to him and to know he's an Angel great. And so that's why Rod Carew worked with this young team when he was the hitting coach here in Anaheim. That's why when Don Baylor took over, when Mickey Hatcher, you had guys that were legends that most of those players at the time when they were young watched them growing up. And that'd be like if Cal Ripken came back to Baltimore. You'd have all those players be like, oh, Cal Ripken was my hero growing up or whatever like that. And they would be able to relate to him and be like, he was a great hitter. He was, this and that. I want to copy what that guy does. And that's the kind of player to inspire the young ones coming up, man. I mean, I'm telling you, if Torrey Hunter came back here and was a hitting coach, the guys would go nuts for him. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you want to see. You don't want to see no fat-ass, lazy Paul Sereno and Jeremy Reed who you can't find on the damn field or in the dugout 90% of the time? You can't even find him with a freaking camera. He's searching for Pokemon all around the arena. And then Paul Sereno's just eating nachos. So if you ask him a question, you can't understand him because he's got a mouthful of nachos. So we'll just have to see what happens right there. Let me get to some more of these comments. Yeah, look at the Dodgers. They're really turning it up right now. I knew it was just a matter of time. Let's see. Is there anybody out there that you would want as a new batting coach? Oh, I just addressed that right now, Alex. Let's see. Angels catcher reminds me of Woot Dog. Same body type. Yeah, it's true, Demetrio. That's going back right there. Sean Wooten. Randy Yaz says, I bet these guys got to settle into their roles if they, or I bet if they got to settle in their roles, they'd be much better. They would probably perform like they should on most nights. Joe is an idiot. TJ every day says Sandoval is the best pitcher. You know what, bro? At times you cannot argue that. He is. Loop has been overused in my opinion, Yvette, and I could see that too. Jason Dean says Sandy is a 3. Ohtani has the best stuff, but Sandoval is our best pitcher and definitely better than Noah and Lorenzen. That's a hot take, TJ. That's a hot take. Steve Lee says he's a 6. Wow. Okay. Working a 12-hour shift today. Mateo's working hard. Reed and Sereno didn't do good when Mike Scioscia was managing, and they're still not good when Madden is managing. And they got through the Osmus year as well. Can you believe that shit? Oh, my gosh. XNC says Ohtani could have been our ace pitcher. The only obvious problem is that he's not consistent, and that's the only problem, because you're right, he has great stuff. He has all the stuff to be a knock him down, shut him out freaking pitcher. The only problem too that I've seen is he just doesn't get run support, because Ohtani right now he should be at least where Lorenzen's at with 5 wins, maybe 6. But he doesn't get the run support, and if you have the run support, you have the low ERA, you're looked at much better and respected much better and feared. Klaus Boss says, "Hoo-wee, needed that one," in his country accent, or "Ho-wee, well, needed that one." And then let's see, good to see Tepera and Iglesias back on track. Relievers go through the slumps too. Loop needed a slump buster. Good point, Wayne Williams. You guys are shooting fire tonight. Let's see, Walter says hi. He checks in. Sonia says, oh, glad the problem is on your end. I thought that I had one of my what is it called? Ciders on second there. You know, this is my problem. I don't know why this thing goes grainy so much. I look like I need to start building. What's that one game? Minecraft. I look like Minecraft. Stop putting Ohtani at the top of the order, Josh Autry says. Yeah, he's going back to that. Look for another 2 or 3 weeks of that bull crap. Is it me or is the screen blurry? No, the screen is blurry, bro. I see Seattle been losing left and right, and they just got swept by Boston, who's a 4th-place team. Randy says Matt Wise for manager, and that's something me and him were talking about last night because obviously me and him work graveyard. So we go back and forth and just talk, whatever, but sometimes a lot of Angels baseball. And, he came up with Matt Wise maybe becoming the manager that Bud Black, Bud Black left here to become a manager somewhere else, and he did pretty good till he got to Colorado, where he currently is at, and he's not doing fairly good there because they really don't have a team to mesh with. They never build him anything. So what if Wise were to take over after this season with Madden? What if Madden gets his walking papers or doesn't return? He's got to want to take an extension too. So it's not just like the Angels will throw him a contract and he'll stay. He may want to walk away after this year. So when Randy brought that up, I'm like, that's not a bad idea. He looks like it's obvious the pitching staff loves Wise and they respect him. Would he turn into a good overall manager? Who knows? But he could be a sleeper pick right there that nobody knows about. And I'd much rather give him an opportunity to manage this team than go get a retread or just be like, let him go to another team. Another team pluck him off of this squad. Because trust me, whenever these coaches come through and they take over a spot, whether it's a hitting coach or a pitching coach or a bench coach, and they do a hell of a job during the regular season, no matter what that team does, other teams are watching. And they'll notice a manager in waiting. And then they'll pluck him from the team. And I would hate if Wise got plucked away by another squad, just like freaking Bud Black did. Because Bud Black was like, you know what? I'm going to be a freaking pitching coach forever if I don't leave Socha because Socha ain't going nowhere. So he saw the writing on the wall and he left. And no hard feelings. He took a job and he deserved it. So let's see. I think they got a 4-game series. Don says, I would love to be a manager for the Angels at Fast Time, Matt Bedingo. Hell yeah. I think you do a hell of a job, by the way, Matt. Jason Dean says, Madden's gone if we don't make the playoffs. I totally agree. Oh, good. Didn't know that it was only one that saw the blurry stuff right there. Cowboy Hats Show Enough says, yeah, last year was a fluke at Don Hammond. Okay, good. Didn't know that. Or put that right there. Let's see. Seattle fans act like Upton just re-entered his prime. Why do other fans get excited about our old beans? Well, or old has-beens. Well, because I'll tell you this right now. Seattle, and here's a fun fact for all you Angel fans that don't know this. Seattle Mariners are the only baseball team, to never make a World Series, let alone win one. They've never reached the World Series. So they're the only team to not win a World Series. They haven't been to the postseason since a year before we won our last World Series, which is obviously the Angels won in 2002, and the Mariners had that great winning streak and winning record in 2001, made the playoffs and got punked by the Yankees. So they haven't made they have the longest drought in all of baseball and most sports of not making the postseason. Then they have the only team to not make the World Series. So Seattle doing anything up there, the Mariners getting anywhere, is going to be an excitement for them, because they've had nothing for so long. They have a terrible franchise up there. I mean, it's been run pretty bad. I thought DePoto had them on the right. I mean, right now my pick for them being the dark horse in our division, being a pain in our ass, being that second place, a la third place type team, is not working out the way I thought it would. XNC says the question is, who else are you going to put at the top of the order? I would give a chance to Wade and Marsh and let them work through their hitting, or just go with either Wade or Marsh at 1 and then go with Ward at 2 and then back the rest of the guys up in the lineup because I just don't like Trout hitting 2. I don't like Ohtani hitting 1. Josh Autry says the Houston Asshats have the Ohio team, Mariners, and Athletics to finish out May. Yeah, Josh, we got to catch those guys because they're going to pick up some W's. I don't think they're going to play it crappy like we did. David Fletcher, Rob says, dang, if we need the Angels legends come back to help this team. Yes, we do. Carew would have been great again. And Jason Dean, here's the thing, Jason. Rod Carew, although he's in his 80s now, he still has that great smile on his face, still one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. If you ever get a chance to meet Rod Carew, oh, wait, you never will. Because Artie Moreno doesn't accept Rod Carew and doesn't embrace him as part of the Angels, really. I mean, he had a time where he was in the Angels Hall of Fame wearing the red jacket. They don't call him to make appearances anymore. He's mostly a Minnesota Twin guy. Fernando made that very clear on the podcast. I think Randy did too. They don't really have these guys in-house like they should as an Angel legend. And he wasn't even with the Angels that much, but he got some big milestones with the Angels. And he helped us make the postseason in the early 80s. And like I said, he was a fixture as a hitting coach. He should be represented more on this team, and he's just not, and that's unfortunate. But there definitely should be some more interaction with him right there. Torrey Hunter as a hitting coach. Let's see, Jason Dean says if he was still coaching. Probably because we're getting back nothing in dirt. We're getting them from dirt cheap, or they're getting them from dirt cheap, and we're paying them. Yeah, they're going to want to rub that in our face, obviously. Hunter would be awesome, Yvette says. Trout would love it. Yes, he would. Sereno has a mouthful of nachos, need a mouthful of Pikachu dick, Reed does. We do have Torrey Hunter's son in the minors. Torrey Hunter is junior, so he will be nice for his dad to be a hitting coach, and together probably for the first time in MLB, dad coaching a son in the MLB. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, but it definitely would be the first time for the Angels. But I don't even know if Torrey Hunter will ever make the majors because he's been down there for some time now and he's never really progressed. Let's see, hot steamy take right there for Sandoval. Shono says he's literally AL DeGrom. Dylan Ortega says Ohtani is a current number 1 in the rotation. Ohtani I'm referring to. Walter says yes. Speaking of the Mariners, how about our old buddy they signed today? After they lost to Boston, Justin Upton. They're looking for a shot in the arm. That is for damn sure up there in Seattle. Even Gubazov would be a good hitting coach. He knows where the pitches are coming. He does his research. That's awesome to have that as for coaches. And I agree that he would be an awesome manager. Remember, he took Chaminade High School up in, I think I want to say North Hollywood or whatever like that, or the Valley up there. I forget where that's at, but he did a hell of a job coaching that high school team for a while, and I know he could do better in the minors and in the major leagues. That's right, Upton to the Mariners. Good for him. Madden probably retire if we make the playoffs. He could, Dylan. He's up there. He's about 70-something. Wise is just with the times. He knows how to use the technology available to him. He's hands-on. He's a great mentor. Yes, he is, Randy. He's all that in a bag of chips. Dude is really, really good. A lot of the players and pitchers especially respect the crap out of him. All right, enjoy the rest of the show, guys. I have to get back to work. All right, Mateo, have a good night. Madden needs to be gone, World Series or not. Damn, that's pretty harsh. Did anyone see the Yankees and White Sox benches cleared today? Looking at it real quick, at Quick Pitch right now. I saw something about that, but I don't know how it happened. I know one of the Detroit players was super pissed off. I have to look at that myself. They haven't been to the playoffs for over 20 years. It's 2001. If the Angels win the World Series, it won't be because of Madden, most likely despite of him, Randy says, and the talent on this team is low-key very, very good. Let's see. Woohoo, let's get a rubber match tomorrow. VT checking in and check in his show with Ryan that's going to start this week. Let's see. That's incredible. So having Griffey Jr., A-Rod, and Randy Johnson, yeah, it's so nice having those guys. Did not win anything in Seattle. Nothing. So that's pretty crazy. Seattle had one hell of a team and didn't get nothing in. And Buhner, too. They had a really good squad. Marsh at leadoff, please. Shonoff says at Fast Times. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we got a tougher career than we got a tougher season right now, or tougher schedule than the Trastros. TJ says, forget not even ever going into the luxury tax. Artie Moreno, it just seems to be a douchebag in life. He sure is. Show enough says Rex Hudler for manager. Man, if Rex Hudler was going to be a manager, he should have jumped in a few years ago. He's a definitely a good guy that I would love to be a hitting instructor too, because despite his, things he couldn't do in baseball, he has a hell of a mind, and is smart as a whip, dude. So he would be a great hitting instructor, or even a manager too. Demetrio says GA as a batting coach would be prime. He's cool, he's professional, and he's respected. Absolutely. He has the most calmest demeanor, but I've heard things that when he used to be on the Angels, he was a fiery dude trying to light up these youngsters that got out of hand when they came up here and thought they were cool shit. So he would be the perfect mix, I believe, for the Angels. He looks laid back, but he's definitely got a mean side to him as well. Matt Bedingo says, sucks that Ken Griffey never made it to the World Series. Same with Brett Boone, Richie Sexson, John Olerud, and much more. No, John Olerud made the World Series with the Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays, if I'm not mistaken. He won a couple of them as well. Sandoval is a 2 on any other team, in my opinion. Let's see. Also, Demetrio says, next time I see GA, I'm just going to ask him, hey, can you be our hitting coach? I bet it makes him think about it. There you go, man. Pass it on. Artie, in my opinion, would never bring former players that played for the Angels to be coaches. Just sad. I agree, Matt Bedingo. Crew loves the Angels fans. Makes me sad that they don't care about him. Meaning not the fans, but the organization. Hey, I just got in and I'm drunk. Light that baby up. Hell yeah, Dan. Walter says we like Torrey Hunter. Hell yeah. He was an awesome player. I'm not either at Fast Times at the Halo because it was so long ago. They still had great players, though. They did. They were fun to watch. Let's see, at Rosie, there's hearts going on. Oh, there's a love connection. Let's see, James 316 says, yeah, just wish we have to get rid of Artie. Let's see, and they have to, what is it? And they had Kingfish. I think it was Kingfish you're putting, or King Felix. King Felix, yeah, that's right. They wasted King Felix's career as well. Good. Right there. Lefty Cole Irvin going for Oakland tomorrow. We have success against Oakland and him. He's soft-throwing lefty. Walsh has good numbers versus him, and Ohtani too. Ohtani's going to have to pitch his ass off tomorrow. And speaking of which, we're going to talk to Roger Lodge to see what's going on for Monday's show, actually.
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from the Sports Lodge on Angels Radio.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now. Hey guys, it's Roger Lodge here. I'm just checking in. I just had my 714 tickets canceled for tonight's country show. I was not given any seats by Artie Moreno. The 600 level was packed over from the concert and fireworks. So for once, Roger Lodge was not able to pull his blind date weight around the stadium. And it seems like Artie Moreno's been a little bit mad at me because I've been giving out Stamos Awards behind his back. And the Stamos Awards, I like to get real nice and shiny. In some 24 karat gold to match that golden black hair, that jet black, beautiful, smooth Pantene Pro-Vene hair that is John Stamos. Even in his 50s, he's got the fountain of youth look of his 20s. Boy, that's a horse I'd like to ride. But enough about John Stamos. Let's talk about the Angels. Let's talk about what they did tonight in getting the win after they went to the Big A Burger and purchased a combo, which is $24. You get a burger that's somewhat comparable to the In-N-Out cheeseburger. Then you get a little bit, maybe 10 fries, and about like a souvenir cup, which is about 16 ounces for the low price of $24. And you know, if that doesn't make your hat flip over like when Shohei Ohtani strikes out, check out our new affordable housing that hopefully the mayor doesn't kill it for us with his shenanigans, and we can build those affordable homes that'll support the local people that are struggling in our community to pay gas so that they can live $4,000 a month rent free. I mean, that's basically giving an apartment away for $4,000. Where else can you get an apartment like that in the SoCal area? Thank you, Artie Moreno, for being the best owner in all of baseball. Artie Moreno, he's there for the little guy, but supports the big guy. There you go. He's made this stadium so much better. We don't respect any of the old players that have been on this team. So check out my show on Monday, which I will be talking about UCLA basketball, women's basketball, the Russia and Ukraine crisis, the lack of breast milk in America, and then we'll have some Angel highlights mixed in with a bunch of commercials. All right, so for Todd Fox, this is Roger Lodge, and check into AM 830 and watch Blind Date so that you can see the best reruns of all time, and people hook up and not hook up and almost hook up like I did with John Stamos. All right, Todd, back to you. Oh, man. Thanks, Roger. All right, so we're back. Roger had a lot to say tonight. Your Twitch just went offline. I don't know what goes on with Twitch, Dan. I wish I did. Savage Todd. Savage. Thank you, sir. Again, tomorrow, check out VT Show. He's coming back with a great show with Ryan, and I'll be guest starring on that too tomorrow. Philip Baker says, I remember the interview with GA did, and I recall him saying he doesn't want to be part of the game anymore. That's a shame, Philip. That is a shame. I wish he would be a part of this team and a part of this organization, but maybe he's happy in life. Maybe he's happy retired. Maybe he's got, he's just got his shit together. But if some of you guys are right too, if he were to step in here, he would have these guys instantly doing what they have to do. He has been having trouble with that. Matt Bedune. I have not been able to get what's his face over here. He's been doing finals chase. And eventually, sometime soon, we'll get this together because we've had Instagram people kicked out, too, of the program. So that might be an IG problem. It might be us, too. So people have been having to get or have been kicked out. And then also, like, they've had to log back in. So we've lost listeners or viewers or whatever. So it sucks. Artie Moreno worked today, died tonight. Anyone else afraid to see the City Connect after seeing the Sox? Yes, Sonia, that could be very scary. Very scary. I'm not looking for that one. I'm hoping that they look better than some of these other City Connects. Dan Rio says, "Oh wait, I'm drunk. Never mind, it's working." James, play that clip of the 2-run homer by the Squid. Yeah, he loves calling him the Squid, right? But, Rally Chris, if you guys want to call in, 714-912-2877. We'll take a couple phone calls before we dip out of here. The Angels beating Oakland tonight by a score of 5-3. They go for the rubber match tomorrow. Then we welcome in Texas on Monday for a 2-game set. And then it's the big-ass series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Ooh, that's going to be a fun one. And if both teams can actually hit to their capabilities, it's going to be a high-scoring series. I don't care what the pitchers are going to be doing. Toronto's loaded with hitters, and the Angels also have their fair share of hitters too. Bedingo says Jared Weaver would be a great pitching coach, but understandably he enjoys life spending time with his family and friends. Yeah, he loves his kids, so it would be hard to take him away from his kids. He's a fiery type dude. I just wish I thought they had a day off. Maybe I'm wrong. They play Tuesday, Wednesday. My bad. You're right, Sonia. Thank you. Ironic that the two middle infielders who don't hit dingers tonight. They sure did, and that was the difference in the game. So, again, the number is 714. Oh, we got a call right here. Hey, you're on the Halo Hawk line. You're on the Halo Hawk line.
Yeah, I'm calling for Catella High School.
Would this be the home of the Leprechauns?
No, Catella Knights.
Leprechauns.
What's going on, Rally Chris?
No, I'm Grill Master calling. I'd like to DFA Loop. Because Loop give up bunch of runs and everything, and he's terrible, so DFA Loop.
Okay, DFA Loop, and who else do you want to DFA?
DFA the whole bullpen, because they're terrible. They're Yeah, they're not terrible.
So they have like the second best ERA in baseball, and you want to DFA them all?
Yeah, because they're just terrible against Oakland.
Well, right now I think he's DFA'd by his girlfriend tonight, or the Crispy Sox, one of the two. Hey, what if the Angels' new City Connects had Crispy Socks instead of the Angels jersey one? What if they were just these gray socks with white stains on them? The rest of the league would be like, "What's up with the Angels' socks?" You okay?
Yeah.
All right. What else you got, Rally man? What do you think about tomorrow's game, my man?
I think it's probably because it's always a day game. It's always like we struggle in the day games and everything. I probably like a low scoring game, probably like 3-2 Angels win probably.
I'm hoping for that because you know what he's going to do. Madden's going to put the B squad out there even with a day off on Monday. He's going to be like, nope. We're going to put the B squad out there. So we'll have to see what happens, man.
Oh, and I'm calling plus since we know who's back up here and everything. I'm calling probably Kurt Suzuki to be in the catching tomorrow because we know he's up here.
Great. Looking forward to that.
Oh, and here's a hot take.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm calling it right now. Watch Kurt Suzuki hit a home run tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that is a hot take. So we don't even
This is a surprise to all of us.
we don't even know he's in the lineup, and you're already saying, you know what, he's going to be in the lineup and he's going to hit a home run.
Because it's a day game after a night game, and we know Madden always likes to change the catching after a day game, after a night game.
Absolutely. Ah, that son of a bitch. Okay, we'll look for that tomorrow, Rally Chris.
And hope Taylor Ward's back in the lineup.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need his bat for sure tomorrow. All right, brother.
All right. And I have a feeling Guramasu is probably going to call in very soonly.
He probably will. He's probably gonna try to get back at you. All right, bro. Have a good night.
Surprisingly, Guramasu hasn't texted me all day today. Surprisingly.
Wow. Maybe he is with his girlfriend. We'll have to see. As the grill master turns. All right, man. Go Angels.
Go Angels.
That was Rally Chris from the home of the Leprechauns. Now Renifo and Velasquez will go 0 for 12 and 0 for their next 12, Randy says. Rally Chris, is he wearing the bear costume again? Z's, here comes we need perfection. And then Demetrio says, I wish we could bring back some Fizz and Hudler on the TV. Those guys were so much fun. They were, Demetrio. That was a golden age of TV for us. Oh, wait, it's Rally. What the fuck? Randy says, hang up the phones. Light that baby up. Mate says, what is up, Mate? Also, watch your mouth. Laugh out loud. We are related. Dylan Ortega, just kidding. Anthony Gonzalez says, you want to see what baseball is all about? Watch the video of the Baltimore Orioles rookie catcher shaking the umpire's hand, looking around the stadium, getting emotional, then hitting a triple. Wow, I have not seen that yet, so I will look for that. I'm not going to read that one, Dan. Dylan says, well, we need more runs tomorrow then. Yeah, we sure do. Rally Chris, don't predict anything. Anthony Gonzalez says, congratulations, Trouty, on 1,000. Exactly. Hot take by Rally Chris. Who is Suzuki? Randy says. Rally killer. Anthony Gonzalez says, are we talking about Saiva Suzuki? I didn't even say that. Right. Mello says, what's up? First time tuning in. What's up, Mello? How you doing? You missed a lot so far if you're just tuning in for the first time. This is what we do. We do a lot of post-game stuff on here. We have giveaways. We have podcasts. But on the show, we sum up the game. I give an opening take, and then everyone floods us with comments. It's almost the end of the show, so a lot of people have gotten up. But usually we have a big group in here, and we just give our takes and talk shit about the game. And it's good. It's good to be, who you want to be as a fan. If you want to be overly critical, no problem here. We're not going to run you. We're not going to talk shit. Just come with it. Same thing if you're going to be positive. You can be over positive. You could be a Halo honk, and it doesn't matter. We always allow for both sides on here, and we just meet somewhere in the middle. Dan says, Rally Chris takes or bust. Adley Rushman is the Buster Posey. He is the rookie from the O's. Plus, we do Nacho night, Marty says, which we pick the worst player from each team or just the worst player on the field at that night. Plus, we give away the Golden Stamos, which is the best player right there. Shono says, I want to win. Well, you'll have your chance tomorrow to win a trucker hat on Trucker Hat Trivia via Halos in the Infield. So on the post game tomorrow, be sure to tune in. And midway through the show or whatever, we'll throw out some trivia. And then if you guys, the first one to get it right, gets the freaking hat mailed to them free of charge. And then, again, we're going to have some more stuff to give away as the season moves on a little further. We have some other giveaways to come up here soon, maybe some bobbleheads, most likely jerseys. Those are going to be on their way as well. So if anyone else, we might take a couple more calls or one more, 714-912-2877 if you guys want to call in and let your voices be heard. And then if not, we'll save that for tomorrow. We usually get a lot more on the post game on the Mello says, go Dodgers, laugh my ass off. Now, that's the only cuss word that we don't accept on this one unless you're talking shit about the Dodgers, because we all hate the Dodgers on here. Let's see. Anthony Gonzalez says, can't wait. Demetrio says, last GA mention watch became hitting coach and clutch situational team average hitting and all improved dramatically. And that's the thing, too. Oh, my gosh. If we just had consistency and we had the hitting that this team, or the hitting coaches that this team deserves, I mean, this team would be scoring 5 to 6 runs per game at least. And then the pitching staff has been doing great. So, again, it would be awesome. Oh, hold on. We're getting a call here. You're on the Halo Honk line.
What's going on? This is Coach Matt Wise.
Hey, Matt Wise.
I just wanted to call and let everybody know that I can run this team tenfold over Joe Madden. He's a dipshit.
Let me guess. This is Randy.
What's going on, you son of a bitch?
I could tell.
Apparently we won the fucking game tonight.
I'm feeling a Randy's rant. Do I just sit back and let you spew?
Well, that would have fucking been great if you fucking were on last night. But, shit, I didn't even watch the game tonight, so I'm just going off what everybody's saying. But you know what? I'm not getting excited just yet. A win's a win. It's always great to win, especially when it's against Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
But, we got to see if these bats can hold up, because one night ain't going to fucking tell me shit.
No, I agree. They got to get consistent.
Absolutely. But we got Sandoval on the mound. It's like we were talking about. It really doesn't matter who's on the fucking mound. It's how many fucking runs are we going to put up tonight? We should be able to win almost 90% of our goddamn games if we're putting up 5+ runs.
Yeah, and we're allowing 4 or less every game. So I mean, that's the thing that, like, the last few years me and you talked about, when Trevor Cahill's and those other losers that we were getting via Epler and Artie were going out there just stinking it up for us. It's like we never looked at the game series versus the Yankees or Mariners or anybody, and we were like, oh, I'm confident we can take 3 out of 4. But with this pitching staff, it's like, hey, man, I think we can win any night.
Yep, you said it, man. But it's just this fucking hitting. It's just that they're so inconsistent. One night, one night they could all fucking go 4 for 4 for all we give a shit, but then the next night, they're all going 0 for 4, for the next week.
Yep.
It's like, holy shit, guys, we gotta put something together. But you know what? It's like I said in the comments. It's because nobody's got a fucking role. Everybody's being bounced around everywhere. Nobody can get comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they're moving around too much, and dude, there's something like what I talked about too the other night. Power hitters need to be in power hitting situations or positions in the lineup. You can't be throwing these guys around saying, okay, well, we feel that Trout should hit 8th tonight, or tomorrow he'll hit 1st. What are you doing? Like, stop.
Exactly, absolutely. It's like it's like we were talking about this morning. You got to fucking do something with Walsh and Rendon. I mean, you can't keep putting two struggling son of a bitches in the fucking 4 and 5 hole where you got to be producing runs when those guys aren't fucking doing that.
Yeah, and
I mean, it seems like the only time they're producing runs is when they're fucking hitting solo home runs, and that ain't gonna fucking fly.
exactly. I would have thought to either move Rendon back or forward, move him to the 2 spot, because right now if he's hitting Tony 2 bags or he's hitting singles, put him right there, and then push Walsh back. But
Yeah, you got to put him somewhere, man, because you can't keep putting a struggling motherfucker in the fucking run producing spot, because it's gonna keep bringing the team down. You're gonna keep getting the same fucking result.
Exactly. And one other thing I would tweak is one thing I would tweak for Trout. Taylor Ward, I'm just leaving alone. I'm letting him do whatever he's doing. If he's healthy out there, do what you're doing. But I would tweak Trout and say, hey, be a little more aggressive in the box. Stop looking at pitches down the middle, because they're going to throw that first pitch strike on you. And then as far as Ohtani, I would tell him to relax a little bit, take some more pitches instead of like swinging at everything,
Yep, absolutely, brother. You said it. And with that, I'll open back. I'll let the lines open back up. But Halo fam, take note. That's what a baseball call sounds like.
Yeah, as he drops the freaking mic. I love it. Dylan Ortega says, good night, Fox. Hopefully the grand baby comes here real soon. Thank you so much. Duck the Fodgers. I think you know what Dan's saying right there. Nate says, oh, by the way, I got the hat today. Thanks to Ace again. You're welcome, Nate, and thank you, Ace. Have a good night, Todd. Go Angels. Caller is preaching, Demetro says. Yes, Randy brings it. Anthony says, who gets Soto and will we be buyers? Absolutely, Dan. If we're anywhere close in the postseason run, we're going to be buyers for sure. We have good trade bait. Let's get some more bats. Yes, for the first time in a long time, this team is loaded with trade pieces upcoming. Ohtani does not need to be lead off, Marty says. I totally agree. No. Soto stays in D.C. Sonya's like, let me keep one of my guys. And Marty says, you're up late at Nats fan. Mabadingo says, I think we will be buyers, but I doubt we can get Soto. Yeah, because Soto's going to want so much more. Learners may not have a buyer for the team if they trade Soto, unless whoever they are talking to will buy the team and does not want to pay for him. And that's the other team too. The other thing too, they have to get a owner that's actually going to want to spend. And because the last thing you want to do with a franchise like that won its first World Series, that is trying to establish itself finally in Washington and all this other stuff as a winner, is you don't want to get a crappy owner in there just to get revenue and doesn't care about a winner in the club. You got enough of those in the league. You got them in Ohio. You got them in Pittsburgh. You got them in Miami. Owners that are just running the teams in the trash. They're not really trying, and the fans are being more and more alienated. If the league would take note and these teams were like NFL teams, to where there was a cap high and a cap low, and thanks to the union screwing that up, but if you had a certain cap where you couldn't go over and a certain cap where you couldn't go under, you would have more competitive balance in baseball. It's gotten better over the years. It's not like the 90s where only 8 to 10 teams won. But you have most of the league is able to compete, but not at the highest of levels because of the money disparity, because the owners don't want to put as much in as they should. So if there was ever a way or a reason to get a salary cap, it would be for baseball to keep the competitive balance strong so that all teams can compete whether they want to or not. Because the NFL has that to where you could be a crappy team one year and you're deep in the playoffs the next year, like the Cincinnati Bengals. That's the beauty of the NFL. The NBA has fallen off more and more lately because it's so goddamn top heavy. So whatever team LeBron's on is most likely going to make a run. Well, not no more since he's too damn old. But Giannis is going to be there with the Bucks every year. Whoever Brooklyn puts together for that super team, the Phoenix Suns, and then you got what is it called? Whoever Steph Curry has on his squad. It's like usually top heavy. It's like maybe 5 or 6 teams. If you walk into a season as a Charlotte Hornets fan, you have no chance of winning a championship. You can name Houston, all these teams that'll never get back, or Memphis. They don't really have a realistic chance to win a championship. So the regular season doesn't mean much. So you have to keep the regular season meaning something. That's why football every week, it's only 16 weeks or 17 weeks now, and every week counts. And then for baseball, it's gotten to a point now where, yeah, you know what? April kind of does count now. Those games might bite you in the ass if you start out slow. Same thing with May, and that's a good thing. But you have to keep that momentum going. And you don't want the cream to rise too much to the top because of the money. You don't want the Dodgers to be 31 games over the Rockies in their division. You don't want the Yankees to be 40 games over the Baltimore Orioles. You want those lower teams to get their prospects, utilize their prospects, put more money into the teams, and be competitive so that by the end of the season you have something to watch. Instead of being in Baltimore like, man, I can't wait for the Ravens to start their football season. In Seattle, I can't wait for the Seahawks. Well, not this year. Can't wait for the Seahawks to start the season, but you know what I mean. Like you don't want the baseball fan to be counting down to the football season. You want them to be intrigued. You want them to be locked in to when you get to the postseason. So that's my rant on that. I just wish, and they had a really good chance to this year tackle the salary cap situation, the highs and the lows, the ceiling and the floor, and they dropped the ball on it. They ratified a lot of good stuff, but there was just not enough time. That's why we had the strike go on. So the union in baseball is totally to blame with the current situation with baseball. Rumor around DC that he will fetch about $500 million. I don't know about that, but damn it, he's gonna want a lot of money. I still like Xander Bogaerts. We now have too many outfielders. Yes, we do. 2012 or scary at Sony right there. Anthony Gonzalez says we have a very good team right now. We just got to have some consistent hitting and pitching. Anthony says we have to stop losing these shitbag teams. I liked your take earlier today on the hitting coach. Good shit. Did you figure out why there was an echo at the end of the twice? There was something on the conversion thing that I didn't do because I rushed it. And that's why there was an echo at the end. So if you can get past that echo for like the last 4 minutes, I think it's all right. What about the Clippers? They're not a contender, bro. They've scaled back. The runner on second, Ghost Runner, is freaking stupid. And so far from what I heard, that's going to end next year. And then we're going to find out about the shift and possible mechanical umpires. So that's something to tune in for next season. So with that being said, everyone had some great takes on here. As always, you guys and gals do a great job. Hopefully you all can have a good night, and we can get into another win streak, start our win streak by winning tomorrow. And so we got the win today. Hopefully Patrick Sandoval can show some ace-like stuff against Oakland, and the Angels can get some hitting. So again, if this is your first time listening, watching, or whatever, we have a podcast on any form of media that you have listening to podcasts. And also we have a YouTube channel that this goes to if you ever miss it. The lives are on there. And then also we have, all our podcasts go over there in video form as well. So with that being said, it was a great night tonight. Let's get the W tomorrow and to close out Country Weekend. Sweet dreams to you, Marty. Right back at you. And go Angels.